Hi guys, I am doing Nik the Booksmith's challenge. I love her videos, and so if you want to find out about that, go to her channel and find out all about it. We're on a desert island and we have a fanny pack that's waterproof. So anyway, okay, so you get 4 givens. My 4 givens are my paper. Now this is just like a construction paper, but it's paper. I may tea dye or coffee dye this because she said we could do that. I haven't decided yet, but this is the base. I thought that was very clever. It's got a little bit of color, but it is plain paper. This is how it came. Okay, so that's my paper. We also get glue. So this is my glue. I'm using Yes paste, which I've had for a long time. And I'm not even doing a brush. I'm going to use my fingers because that's how I apply the glue. So there's that. And then my needle and thread to bind my book is this baker's twine. And there's my needle, here's my thread. And then the last thing is scissors. We get some scissors. So those are my 4 givens. And then you get 4 additional things to play with. And I have decided, almost decided, what I'm going to do. I have just a couple more, and then I will share with you what I'm using for my 4 givens. Okay, my 4 items are besides the givens, I'm going to use a Distress ink. This is Vintage Photo with the applicator. She said we could have an applicator. Washi tape. This is a roll of washi tape. That's 2. 3. I've got about a 12-inch square of fabric. Beautiful. And then I've also got a page of a music book, some advertisements and such. Now you might wonder, what am I going to do about a cover? Well, I'm going to glue with my Yes paste several pages together to get a thickness. At least that's the plan. We will see how it all works. All right, I'll be back when I get it done and do a show and tell. Okay, I am back ready to show you my flip through of what I did. But first of all, I have to tell you I made some changes. I had to start over because I discovered some of my choices weren't as wise. Nik said, choose wisely. So I changed my scissors from a large pair to a small, sharp, very sharp pair. I also changed from the baker's twine, the black and white baker's twine, to a solid black quilting thread, which is pretty skinny, which made it easier for me to stitch through the paper. And let's see, did I change anything else? I changed my glue too. Heck with that. You know, my finger paste, blah, that wasn't going to work. So, and I didn't want to use one of my, choices to get a brush. So I switched to this glue, which is a very good tacky glue, Scotch. I'm good with that. So those were the things that I changed. I did keep the washi tape, the music sheet, and the paper, and I also kept my my distress, my ink. Okay, so here we go. The washi tape that I picked is Eiffel Towers. And the reason, if you'll notice back, it's all cut up now, so I can't show you really well, but the fabric that I picked had Eiffel Towers on it. And so I picked a washi tape that had Eiffel Towers on it. So this is stitched around through several layers. It's washi tape, music sheet paper, the paper that I picked, the pink and purple construction paper, this stuff. And then more music. I made a ruffle out of this, and it wasn't that easy to do, but it was okay. You kind of rip it, and then you spritz it with water, make it really wet, and then you stitch. You'd use like a quilting stitch, running. But see, that's because I'm a quilter, so I can do that. And if you're a quilter, you can do that. You can make a ruffle. And even if you're not, you can too. You know, you can maybe scrunch it together and glue it. However, you know, anyway, that's what I did. And this is a little bit of the fabric. I used every bit of my fabric. I have nothing left. I have nothing left of my paper. I have nothing left of my washi tape. I do have ink from my ink pad left, and I have lots of this because I dyed a bunch of this. I knew this would be, because she gave us unlimited paper. And so I made the most of it, used a whole bunch. All right, so I made my spine with a whole bunch of these glued together. I had cut them, and a lot of this was torn. When I did this, I tore them because construction paper, when you fold it over and over on itself, you can then rip it quite nicely. And so that's how I created my spine. Okay? And then I laid, anyway, so then I did my fabric, the 12-inch piece, I laid it out and then positioned my spine. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so here we go. I have an inside pocket. We have used, all of this is from either the paper, the washi tape, the fabric, or this. So we stitched a little booklet for journaling. And by the way, if you don't like pink, you won't like this. But I like pink. Here's a heart that I cut out and stitched, and then stitched it, and then glued the stitched heart onto the fabric and paper and washi tape and another ruffle. I did, I think, 3 total ruffles. And then I used the washi tape, you know, just as filler, obviously, to give just a little bit of something. But then you've got a ton of journaling spots in here. And every once in a while I would put a little bit together and made some little tabs here and there. And here's the center of the first signature. This has 3 signatures, by the way. And it was from a music book that I took the paper, so it all has to do with music, and the advertisements have to do with music. And I doubled on this and decided to do little ties for this. They're covered up, of course, but you can kind of see where they were. Well, they still are there. I just wanted to add another element here to give it a little contrast. So here we have, cut out hearts, which the smaller scissors really came in handy with cutting out my hearts. And a little tuck spot, more hearts, you know, little journaling page. And I have to tell you guys, I was really quite impressed that I was able to do this. This was a really big challenge. I love to use lots of mixed media, lace and paper and lace and paper and fabric and stitch on my machine. And so this was hard. Here's a ruffle. I think this is my last ruffle. And then I also put glued washi tape in between my signatures as well. Here's another stitched heart. There's a washi tape, I think, on almost every page. And these advertisements, the music had little tiny spots. You just have to take, you know, whatever. I mean, I used anything and everything to try to give a little bit of something. And the middle signature, I glued the washi tape over my edges. Some of my edges are rough, some of them are smooth, some of them are crooked, some of them are straight. That's what happens when you don't have everything you need on the desert island. Here is the middle of the second signature, and you've got a space where I could put more paper here, but in all honesty, I'm kind of getting sick of this paper. I really want to put some different paper in here. But you can see that it works very nicely as pockets. And then here we've got a belly band, and we split up our we split it up so that we could have more room. Let's see, where did I put the other? I was going to show you. Yeah. See the other half of that? So we could get more mileage. And then we've got our little strip of fabric. Just kind of going through here. And then our last signature. What I tried to do is on the beginning, the cover of each signature, I tried to do a little more embellishing, make it pop just a little bit more and keep the the pages a little plainer. And I really like how this turned out. Got the stitching, got some more hearts, kind of carried the heart theme through. And just, here's the center of this one. I also wish that I had not ink dyed the back of my paper. I wished that I had just done it on the front so that this would be more show more contrast. But, you know, I'd already started and I couldn't switch midstream, so that we didn't do that. Here's a pocket here, a double pocket. So we've got just a little journaling spot, and then we've got one of those kind of envelope-y looking things with a fun little doohickey on that. And here is the inside of the back. I did one of these fun little folded pockets that you can make from book pages and whatnot. Here's a stitched little tag and a plain little tag. It's got 3 pockets here. And here is the last one. So that is it, my friends. Nick, oh my goodness. This was a great challenge. It was fun to do. And, anyway, that's my take on it. All right, guys, until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye now.